What's up, Kansas City? I'm your host, Glenn Brian Frizzell, joining you today on the stage at Ruskin High School Theater Department. Little Shop of Horrors is a rock horror comedy musical written by Howard Ashman, music composed by Alan Meekman, about a hapless florist worker who happens to raise a plant that feeds on human blood and flesh. The musical contains several well-known musical numbers, including Suddenly Seymour, Somewhere That's Green, and the title song, Skid Row Downtown. The musical made its premiere off Broadway in 1982, and this year, 2014, it will make its Ruskin High School debut on November the 20th, which is Thursday. Joining me today to talk a little bit about their role as students and their role as cast members in the play are Ruskin High School students here today. Dang, I said students there twice. My English 110 professor would kill me. Can we go around the circle here and tell me a little bit about yourself? Introduce yourself to me and tell me hidden talent that you might have.
Okay. Well, my name is Tatiana Jenkins, and I've been living here in Kansas City for about 17 years, 18 on the 20th of the show. That's my birthday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I am the choreographer for this play, and a hidden talent of mine, well, I wouldn't say hidden, a choreographer. I'm a dancer. Love to dance. I can draw, and my message of today is stay in school.
So we have a conscientious choreographer here today. Next.
My name's Alicia Valdez. I've been living in Kansas City all my life. I'm the stage manager here at Ruskin High School for the Little Shop of Horrors, and my hidden talent, I have to say, is I like to do gymnastics. I do gymnastics and dance as well.
Can you flip?
I can flip. I've been doing it since I was 3 years old, and I'm still in it till this day. I still do gymnastics dance every Wednesday after school. So
That's awesome. That's a talent you want to keep up with.
Yeah.
Right? Look in the Olympics and see you one day, Alicia. This is Seymour here.
I'm Delshawn Bradford Seymour, Will Smith. A hidden talent, I would say acting isn't so hidden, but I've just started acting last year. So yeah, been in Kansas City all my life.
You lived in South Kansas City?
Yes.
Okay. And the lovely lady sitting next to you, Deshawn?
My name is Lauren McClure. I play Audrey. A hidden talent of mine, well, as it's already been said, it's not really hidden. I've been singing since forever, starting in church and moving up from there. And then I've just been in Kansas City forever, and I love it.
Okay. Awesome.
Hi, my name is Sharday Williams, and I'm a senior here at Ruskin High School. I play Chiffon, one of the doo-wop girls in this Little Shop of Horrors film. And one of my talents is I dance. I praise dance at my church. I've been doing it for about almost 4 years coming up. And I love to perform, so that's another talent. And I've been living in Kansas City all my life, been in the Hickman Mills School District since kindergarten, so this is my home, and yeah, that's it.
Hi, I'm Jenna McKinnon. I've been living in Kansas City since July, I want to say. I'm not a permanent resident. I don't even want to stay here, but yeah, I play Ronette, and that's one of the doo-wop girls. I don't really have any hidden talents. I do a lot, though. I sing, I dance a little. I'm not gonna, and I act, and I draw, and do makeup, so yeah.
And where are you from, doo-wop girl?
I'm from New York, but for the last 5 years, I've been living in North Carolina.
That's interesting.
Hello, my name is River Young. I'm a senior here at Ruskin. I've lived primarily in downtown Kansas City for the most part, and just moved around ever since. But Ruskin's been like my home for the last 3 years. I don't really have a hidden talent. I'm just really into the arts. I was a cheerleader, which some people find surprising, but I did that for about 7 years. I played Dion, one of the doo-wop girls. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Michaela Jones, and I play Sasha as a doo-wop girl. I've been in this district since I was in kindergarten, so Kansas City is my hometown. One of my hidden talents is it's not really hidden either. I play a viola, which is an orchestra, and then I have my creativity,
is everything. So, yeah.
Hello, my name is Derek Durham, and I've been going to Ruskin High School for the past 3 years. I'm a senior. I've been living in Kansas City my whole life, and one of my hidden talents is I play the alto saxophone. I've been in marching band my whole life, except for these past 3 years. I would like to go to college for business management and administrations.
Hello, my name is Tajee Faulkner, and I am also a choreographer. I don't have a hidden talent, but I love dancing, and I think I'm the best. I just want to go to college for it, and I'm the best.
All right, I'm glad that everyone's awake. I know when I was, sitting here so many years ago, being awake is where it's at. I want to kind of cover theater arts. I was in Chicago not too long ago, and I was watching Nickelodeon, and I was like, what's going on here? I see Cheryl Lee Ralph, I see, all these people on Nickelodeon that weren't on Nickelodeon. We would come home from school, and we would have Thea on BET. And I know you have the Spectrum. You have ABC Thursday nights. You have Real Theater Arts. Oliver's playing, I believe, at the KC Rep this Christmas holiday. What are your opinions in terms of theater arts and media? What do you guys like to watch? Who are your role models, your idols? Plug me in here if you would, Lauren.
Theater-wise, I am a creepy stalker of Julie Andrews. The Sound of Music is like my favorite musical of all time. And like, I would track her down and just want to know everything about her life because I really love her. And I wish she was my grandma.
Okay, you seen Princess Diaries?
Yes, and like, I've seen every movie. I've seen Victor Victoria. I've seen Mary Poppins. Like,
Wow.
I always thought she was gonna fly in and be my babysitter. Never happened, so I'm kind of disappointed. But she's just, I love her.
Well, Julie Andrews, it's a hard act to follow. Anybody else? You have a favorite choreographer?
Oh, my favorite choreographer is Ian Eastwood, Ion Eastwood, I mean.
Ion Eastwood. And what do they do?
He's in a dance crew
Okay.
called Most Wanted Crew, and he was on America's Best Dance Crew.
All right. And, okay, I know we got some other stuff here. I know the TV just doesn't come on Thursdays and Saturdays to watch all the classics. Do we have any favorite movies?
I do. I love Step Up. All of the Step Up 1, 2, 3, 4, Bring It Up 1, 2, 3. I mean, Bring It On. I've been watching Bring It On cheer movies ever since I was a little girl.
Me too.
Oh, Gabrielle Union, yeah.
Well, we have good, wholesome images, so your parents are definitely raising you guys right. Yeah. So what do you think about the imagery of teenagers in general in theater arts currently? Anyone have any opinion on that?
I feel like it's a little underrated. Like, I feel like we get overlooked. My first years being on stage, looking at the audience, I feel like it would be better for us to have more support from our community, as in more of an audience, and just more people coming to come see us and support us. Because now it just seems like to get bigger and just not on a stage. Now, it's very good being here on this stage, but just being able to move on to bigger and better things, it seems like now you have to know somebody or something like that. But I just feel like support from your community is always good.
And that's a good point, Mr. Bradford. Kind of leads us to the community. What other things, looking around in the Hickman Mills the Hickman Mills community, would you like to see? I know it's often painted negative on the news, but this is your daily reality. What's going on here? What would you like to promote? Talk to us.
It all comes with the community, because as in Ruskin, you may hear bad things, but there's a lot of good things with Ruskin, like in orchestra, theater, ROTC. There's things that are getting awarded, but they're not getting shown.
Yeah.
So when we have people come in, they think negatively, we don't have, supporters, and I'm a cheerleader, so we get a crowd, they're just sitting there, and we're trying to cheer them on to get us crowd. We don't have a good support system because of how it looks, but it's not really like that at Ruskin.
Do you guys feel safe City?
I feel safe.
I feel safe.
I feel safe.
Yes,
I really
feel
I
safe
always
in my
have
school.
feel safe.
I really do.
I feel
Me
safe
too.
being here.
That's good.
I can tell you that when I first got here and we had moved to my new house, we like looked, and I live like right on the border between Raytown South and here, and my mom told people I had to go to this school, and they're like, oh my gosh, she's gonna go to Ruskin, don't let her go there. But hearing that and then coming here, it's like I was surprised. I actually, like when I first got here, I loved the theater program, because at where I'm from, like, it's not much of a theater program, and I've always been into theater, and just coming here to this theater program was like, oh my gosh, yes. I was like so happy in my life.
Yeah, I've been to 3 different high schools. I came from, first I went to Staley High School, which is like a predominantly white school, and like, you know, they have a lot of money. And then I went to O'Hara, which is like a private school, and they have a lot of money. So, and then I came here, and a lot of people were like, oh, you know, like that's a big culture shock, and you know, it's just not gonna be the same, you're not gonna learn, da-da-da. And I will admit, when I first came to Ruskin, I didn't like, I just showed up in my classes, and that was that. But then once I started getting involved and I started like hanging around the right people, it's really just like any other school, you know, like there's gonna be bad kids anywhere, and there's gonna be good kids anywhere. Like, it's just a matter of who you put yourself around and what you know, like what you choose to do with yourself.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm also glad to hear that. You might not know, but I'm an alumni. We did Little Shop of Horrors 20 years ago, February. We had just finished Dracula, some version of Dracula, where we are now. But in the spring semester, we did Little Shop that February. And I look forward to coming that Thursday, your opening night, and seeing some of the new faces of the community. And you know, sky's the limit for you guys to achieve. I want to stress that. And you're teaching me by being here today. She looked up at the catwalk. I would like to focus a little bit on Little Shop of Horrors, if you wouldn't mind. Could each, I believe we have your Christian name. If you could go around and tell me your cast member, and tell me what your cast member name and what connected you to the play, would be awesome.
Well, I'm not in the show, but I'm backstage, so
We have the stage manager here.
the stage, it's been a little rough right now because we're just now starting to get the actual props and moving things and getting the sound cue. So it's been a little stressful, but the cast is great. I love the cast. They listen, they're amazing, and I enjoyed working with them. It's awesome. I can't ask for anything more.
Well, I'm Seymour, which is like the male lead role. Being not too familiar of this play, I didn't know what I was walking into, didn't know what to expect, didn't know the voice ranges or any of that. But working on the play and watching everything come together and develop, I'm really happy that I auditioned for the play and I got the role that I got. Just being on stage with all these other talented people, putting together a show, it's a good feeling.
How many people did you beat out, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I mean,
Very humble guy.
Every other person, well, you know, everybody. I mean,
See, I want to see more, but I was a freshman, and they said I wasn't going to get it. But I got to act with Audrey the following year, so it worked out.
That's good. I play Audrey, and I really knew about the show. I watched the movie, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And her voice is just like, Seymour, I just want to be with you. and this kind of stuff. And I was just like, oh, that's fun. And like, I see her as kind of like the opposite of me to be playing on stage, because she's kind of naive and really ditzy and blonde and just overly, she's just really promiscuous. And so she's kind of like the opposite of what I am, which is more like organized and really like, I'm just like, oh. And so it's fun to like go on stage and be somebody else and just be able to let go and dream about being with a toaster and and somewhere it's green. And so I just really like the show, and it's been fun connecting with the cast and just building it up.
I'd like to ask you about your chemistry, and I'm going to ask the doo-wop girls this next. Did the chemistry transfer off stage before it came on stage, or, I've never kissed anybody in this show. And I know there's a kiss written
we
in
don't
the
have to
script.
kiss, but just the scenes that we have together that's a little bit more serious
Yes.
and deep. She's pretty goofy, so
Yeah.
I'll be singing to her and she has her head turned just Crack it up. Just because she
It's
can't get serious.
until the time is right. Like when I know when I'm in a show, the time is going to be right. But right now I'm in rehearsal. I'm just like, we're not even in love, and he's just singing this deep song to me. But it's fun though, because sometimes we'll have little moments where it's like, oh, that was good. Like, ooh, I felt that. Almost made me cry.
But first, we know a key element of the plot, you have to break up with your boyfriend who's not here today. Who plays the Dennis?
Rehearsal Rocket.
Herschel
He is
Rocket.
amazing. I love
Okay,
him.
we have harmony here. Let's move on to the doo-wop girls.
I play Chiffon, one of the doo-wop girls, and I didn't really know much about the Little Shop of Horrors. I just know it was a lot of singing and doo-wop-y songs, and I was like, oh, that seems like a fun character to play. So I auditioned, I got the part, and I've just been excited and glad that I got the part that I got.
Awesome.
I play Ronette, and I didn't do what everybody else did. What I did, I wanted to sing more than I acted. So what I did, I went through all the songs, and I was like, this person is in that many songs, it's the person I want to be. And so that's basically who I went out for, and that was my strategy in auditioning. Yeah.
Miss River?
I am Dion, one of the doo-wop girls. I actually played one of the storytellers in Once on This Island last semester, so I kind of know what it's like to be, like, I don't really know what to call it, like the little group ensemble, like kind of sort of watching the musical while it happens.
That's the fun part. Standing
yeah.
backstage watching. But you also have to be on cue and be able to sing.
Yeah. I enjoy my part. I think me and the other girls have good chemistry. I don't know, it's just, I enjoy, being on stage, and just like, I like the adrenaline that when the show comes around, like right before, and just how it seems like everyone's so close-knit, and, I like that. Warm, cozy feeling.
Miss Jones?
My name is, oh yeah, you guys know my name. I play as in Sasha. I am like a snooty attitude, sassy, prassy type of person in this character. I really like playing her because it lets me use my dramaticness that I use all the time. So it brings it out more, and everybody's like, oh, yeah, that's Michelle all day right there. So it's just like being me, but just, more with it and using my creativity in mind. So I just like using her as in everything, so.
Awesome.
Well, I play an escaped convict in ensemble. I have to walk around with a ball and chain around my ankle, so adapting to the ball is, because it's a plastic ball, so adapting to it, acting like it's like stone or metal is very hard. Because you don't want to overjump and then make the ball bounce, and then you don't want to do all this extra stuff, so you actually have to make sure your leg is like heavy, so you got to do different dances, and yeah, that's it.
Well, how I got into this musical life, I guess, is because my friend Deshaun, and this one is, I think this is like the best because Miss Michael, the director, she gave me like a chance to actually do something with dancing, the thing that I love, and I like telling people what to do.
Okay, so we're going to see some modern dance moves, even though the music's in the 60s.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Motown?
A little bit modern.
A little bit modern. Okay, all right. Well, thank you for sharing with me. I want to ask, what is your favorite musical number in the music?
The favorite musical, ooh, that's a hard one. I have a lot of them, but I think the biggest one I like is Downtown Skid Row with the whole cast and the way they all come together in that one scene where Audrey and Seymour, they're all in it, and so I think to me that's the favorite because you get to see the whole cast interact with each other, and that's pretty cool.
Thank you. Mr. Bradford?
Torn between Suddenly Seymour and Skid Row. Suddenly Seymour is total opposite of Skid Row. It's basically just me coming from this guy, scared to tell my feelings to this girl that I loved for so long, that I named a plant after, that and I break out and just
Now, do you have your
express my
glasses
feelings.
on during this scene? Seymour glasses?
For a little bit, until I just break out and just, but, I mean,
That was my favorite too.
yeah, it's a bench eventually. We're gonna build like this, well, we catch it sometimes, chemistry between us in the song is just really serious and emotional. Where Skid Row, it gives us a chance to all be on stage, everybody showing their talents, the way the cast sounds all together, everything sounds good, and that's why I like Skid Row.
Skid Row, Suddenly Seymour.
Oh, well, two of my favorites have already been said. I guess Somewhere That's Green would be like number 3 on my list because it's just so fun to perform. It really is. And I get to like have a chance to say, oh, well, this is how I deal with being in Skid Row by dreaming about this wonderful place that couldn't possibly exist because it's just too perfect. And it's just such a cute little song. I used to hate it, but now I really love it. Like, it's
Really
just,
love it.
I really love it.
I want to see you perform that.
I like Little Shop of Horrors and Skid Row, but it'll probably change because it'll be a new song the next day and then a new song the day after that. But as of right now, I like Little Shop of Horrors and Skid Row.
My favorite is actually Somewhere That's Green. It's like, it gives Audrey more depth as a character because when she first comes on, she's just this ditzy blonde, and you see there's more to her. She has dreams and goals and aspirations, and then the doo-wop girls, we just have to sit there and we're like, oh my gosh, this is so lovely, and it's fun to watch her perform it. She does all her theatrics and her finger in the 12-inch screen. Yeah.
Anybody, can we talk about challenges? Have there been any challenges in blocking, singing,
Oh,
or even
yes.
balancing study? Do your teachers give
Yes.
you a pass during this study period?
No.
Yeah, finding, like, for me, it's like, well, I'm not just me, but like, okay, I'm involved in like AP and all that stuff, so trying to, and work and like a whole bunch of other stuff, so trying to like juggle all that and then still like get good character development and still like memorize and all that stuff. It is a little difficult, but I don't know, I feel like with every show, it's always been like stressful at some point, and then somehow, like magically, everything just comes together and it just, you know, we pull it off.
Magic.
It works.
Yeah, I face some challenges, but it's also hard as a group when people doesn't show up so we can actually get everything together. If the character isn't there, we can't act with it because it's not there. So you have to act like it's there and it's not the same fulfillment because you can't get the same, reaction. But it got together, but it's just, everything's not perfect. So it's going to be some time till you get it together.
Actually, speaking for ensemble, there has been a few dance moves that everyone has not been on their toes about. But overall, I feel that we have it. And that's it.
I had some quite challenging moments. Some people complain about the dance moves being hard and stuff, but and then she's still my friend though. But then like it's some days that like if you don't feel it, people just don't give their effort in, and it makes everybody look bad to me. But that's it.
Anybody else care to share challenges or how you overcome certain
That's
aspects?
challenges. One is like, okay, sometimes there's always going to be days because we spend so much time together and we do it over and over. We stay after school together. That sometimes you just don't feel it. And then like some people will kind of half try, and then that's just like, man, come on, you guys. Like you're part of my energy, whether people realize it or not. When you're on stage together, you feed off of each other's energy. And then also, and suddenly Seymour, that be working every day.
Okay.
I know the doo-wop girls had challenges with harmonizing with each other and finding the tune that would be comfortable with them and make sure it sounds good with everyone else's voices. So finding our harmony and our tunes and be able to work with our characters and have the chemistry that we need to have on stage and the energy that we need to have.
I'm
So that
glad
was
you're
one of
working
the
on that
challenges.
because Alan I believe I maybe mispronounced his name, how you say, Alan Mitkin? We'll get it right. He composed some very intricate harmonies there, and I know you've seen the 1986 show with Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell and some of the other doo-wop girls. A lot of people come see the play because they like, the doo-wop girls telling the story of Audrey and Seymour. We do want to get that. I have just 2 more points. We know that you've also been offering community service. There's a Facebook page. If one person would like to tell me about the community service aspect of the Theater Arts Department, and then I want everyone to tell me their future aspirations.
I guess I'll take the community service aspect. We've been doing different drives like can drives, clothing drives, and we're constantly looking for new concepts and new ways that we can branch out to our community. And also we have a Facebook page, Ruskin High School Theater Department, and it really gets the word out, and we have like a lot of people who will come see the show just because they've seen it on Facebook, not because they've like ran into one of us, which we do love to advertise. And I guess my future aspirations would be, I really want to be a teacher. I haven't decided which type yet, either music or a kindergarten teacher, like really young elementary students.
Yes, share the gift of music. Excellent aspiration.
Well, I just want to grow up to be Will Smith. No, I'm just kidding. Just being able to show my talents anyway. I want to major in plastic surgery, but I also want to.
You do stand-up comedy at all?
I'm on the stage, a couple of giggles, but I don't do it for nothing. No, but just showing my talents as an actor and being on stage or being on TV, whether way I can show my talents, that's all I'm interested in, just being able to show what I'm good at.
Okay.
I want to be able to go into the nursing field. I want to be a neonatal nurse, which is working with babies, and I love working with babies and the aspects. That's what I really want to get into.
Excellent goal.
I want to study broadcast journalism at MU in hopes of becoming a news anchor or maybe something even bigger. So that's what I aspire to do.
I want to be a singer, but that's not really realistic. So I want to go to college and double major in psychology and criminal justice. And I've been playing around, tweaking my plan a little bit. I had a whole life plan where I'd become president eventually. But I figured I'd want less gray hairs. So maybe I'll just be a therapist.
Less gray hairs, huh? The president job's not as easy as the advertisements say it.
Right.
Ms. Ribbon?
I actually want to be a missionary. I want to travel overseas, and I want to work with children. But like here in the U.S., I want to get a degree in graphic design and advertising. I want to go into the fashion field and, be a fashion stylist, maybe do celebrity stylist or go to a runway show and put clothes on the models and put accessories together, or, go to a photo shoot and put clothes on a model and let them pose against this background that's, gorgeous. So, bring out the outfit into the background. So use creativity.
I will be looking for a creative fashion statement from you on your graduation.
I would like to go into business management and administrations at MU. I would love to be a tiger. I would like to own the next Walmart, but it's not going to be called Walmart. I have big dreams, and I would like to accomplish them.
I actually want to be a choreographer. It don't matter for who or what, but I just want to be the best choreographer I can be because I love dancing.
Thank you, guys. Now, I can't convince you. This is enough footage right here. Little Shop of Horrors premieres November the 20th at 7 o'clock right here in the Blaine East Deck Auditorium, Ruskin High School. It will run November the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. Make sure you check out one of the performances. It's sure to have you on the edge of the seat, if not the compelling performances from the students, definitely that scary plant monster right there. My name is Glenn Bryan Frizzell, Check out more video online at www.whatsupkansascity.net. And remember, the sky is the limit. Aim high. Shoot for the moon. If you miss, at the very least, you would have landed among the stars. Take care until next time.
CMG wants you to always remember, the victory we call success goes to the best prepared. When you invest in your community, you're really just investing in yourself. Thanks.